Hey, what's up guys? Christian over at NFit Car Stereo. Today we're in a 2019 Lexus GX 460. We're installing Apple CarPlay, so I figured let me show you to take out this radio. Alright guys, so first step of removing this radio is moving these side panels. If you guys look over here, you see this nice little supple leather. This actually goes over this plastic piece. So you want to make sure you get that off. It's pretty easy to take off. First thing you're going to do is going to stick your fingers right here. Alright, and just pry out. It's actually easy. A lot of times I recommend a panel tool, but this one came out so easy that you can buy the tool if you want. But you know, just go out to your car, see how easy it pops off. Put this in the back seat, and do me a favor, you put stuff in the back seat. Make sure no one hops in while you're working and sits on it. Do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2. So it has 1, 2. 2 metal pops, a plastic pop, 2 more plastic pops. Basically the same thing on both sides. They're all plastic pops towards the front. There's a couple metal pops right back here. I'll give you a quick look-see. You see, so metal, those are the first two you got to take out. Then over here, where are we? We have plastic, and plastic. So these two are the hardest to pop out at the front, and the rest come off pretty easy. Now I'm going to sandwich these two, one on top of each other. That's very soft leather, you want to mess with it. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is you're going to get 2 business cards. Alright, so when you go shopping for prices, and NFit Car Stereo is the best shop out there, you're going to use their business cards to do this. So you're going to put it in here. Alright, now you see how it's kind of under? Alright, and then I'm going to use some duct tape to hold it. I recommend duct tape, not painter's tape, to hold the business card. Technically, if you wanted to, you could use painter's tape. Oh, actually, hold on. You guys aren't seeing what I'm doing because of the camera angle. What do we do here? We go ahead of the step. I'll come back to this, don't worry about it. Actually, let's me. So sometimes shooting a video, you're like, uh-oh. I swear I'm an adult. Let me just put this up here. Alright, and then we're gonna put this up a little bit. Whoa. It's coming up with the cup holder for some reason. There we go. The shift knot. There you go. Let's pretend we never did that. Alright, so what I like to do is put the business card. So what happens is that this goes here and then goes under, okay? So we're going to stick the business card all the way as far down. As you can see, you see that name's right there? The guy who doesn't work here anymore? I hope you can't read that. That's why we're using these cards, because he doesn't work here anymore. And at this point, he's installing solid gold toilets worth $8 million in tall buildings, so I don't think he's ever gonna come back in here and work, so we don't need his cards. Alright, so there goes that. Alright, so what the tape is doing is holding it in place, keeping it from sliding around, and the business card is keeping this piece from scratching the top piece. Got it? You see? Alright, so now we did that, we'll go back into the future, put this into park. Alright, so now I'm gonna release it. Well, that's the, oh, this is the push, right? Yeah. So we're gonna set your emergency brake as far down as it goes. Now, this right here, you guys, a little square, you guys have no idea. It looks like keyhole. That's your shift lock. Usually you put like your key in there and you can shift it out of park. If you pop this out, okay, like so, and put your hand down there, you're gonna put your fingers around the shifter like that, and then to the left of it there's going to be a little black thing you can push. All right, and then that allows you to, now well, get your fingers to the left of it. Don't do what I did, because you don't want to into the shifter. Allows you to release it going back. All right, now twist this. Just keep twisting. Now it comes off. DJ. All right, now you see how right now we're pushing up against that? That's why we did that. All right, now we're over here. Ta-da! Now we got a bunch of wires to take out. Since we have time today, I'm going to show you all of these. Usually I would just cut the video and then say disconnect them all. If you're at home, put a sock over this. This is the best way to protect this. Just sock. Bloop. All right. Emergency brake is on. Let me go adjust camera angles. Oh, also, for you guys that have steep driveways, don't do it on a steep driveway because you're on the emergency brake, the car in neutral. You know, what if your emergency brake snaps? I mean, this is a very new car. Very unlikely it's going to happen, but if you're going to do this and you're going to leave the car with your foot off the brake, please do it on level land, okay? All right, guys, now here we are. We got the arm of a hoodie protecting the shift knob, and we got the hoodie shoved here so when we pick this up, it doesn't scratch up the bottom of the radio, all right? So this isn't too smart showing you this, but I got time today. Customers said, take your time. I got nothing to do today. So we're making a nice long video. All right, so first thing we're gonna unplug is this all-wheel drive stuff. Now, make sure the key is off. You don't want to unplug any of this stuff when the key is on. Toyotas are usually pretty good about it, but if you are going to get in trouble, that's where it's going to happen. There's one. Now, over here we have one. Always pull by the connector, meaning we got one. Here we got two. Ow! And here we got three. Your car might be nice, soft, and leathery on the outside, but Toyotas tend to have large, sharp edges in the back. Audi, it's a bunch of 20-year-old kids. Ain't too many 20-year-old kids. All right, now we have the auxiliary and USB. There's not too many 20-year-old kids driving this car. And then over here, this is the aux port, and then this is the USB. So the USB just pushes in from towards the rear. Be careful with these. I have nightmares of these. I've actually mangled one pretty bad. Not in this car, but it was a gray one. So every time I see a gray one, there it goes. Give it a little love tap from the, so there's the back of the car in, and it releases. Right now that we got that, should be free to go. There you go. So this piece comes out as one solid piece. I'm gonna go put it away, and we're right back. All right, guys. So next thing we're gonna do is gonna remove this little centerpiece. So start on one end and just tuck like that. You heard it pop, and then I'll do the other end. Pops right out, and it slides right out. Okay. Now, as you can see right there, there are two 10mm bolts. All right, let me go get something and we can take them out. All right, so we're gonna start with a socket. If all you got is a socket, and a ratchet, just do that. So he's gonna break it. All right. What I mean by break it is these things. That one wasn't too bad. So you see, once you do the initial turn, it gets a lot softer. So then we're gonna come in with the lightweight screw gun with a magnetic tip. But this doesn't have the power to break it, so you want to break it manually first. Even though this has a magnetic tip, not all magnetic tips are created equal. This one, for example, is not as good as the one I used to have, but they don't make that one anymore. The other one, it would take 3 men and a horse to get it off. All right, so now we got, see? That's not supposed to let go like that. Also be careful back here. There's a lot of sharp edges. Toyota tends to, like when they make their cuts in plastic and in metal, everything's very sharp. Now, you're going to take out, I think, 10mm bolts in this job. There's one more over here. I believe we got to take, and there's one more over here, right? I think it's over there. Yeah, and then this whole radio comes out. Give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this little itty bitty guy is hiding out over here like the shy kid on prom night. Alright, so what we're going to do is look at the tune knob. goes straight back, and it's right there. It's in the back. I'm gonna try to do this without breaking it because the other ones are so easy. Yeah, the screwdriver broke it easy. Oops. Oh, upward angle. That's why it wasn't biting right. Alright. The magnet's not even strong enough to do that. These things belong in the garbage. If you guys have some magnetic bits while you do this and they work well, so let me know. Alright, now is there a little shy guy over here? Same thing on the other side. There's a girl. She's on the other side of the auditorium. I don't know, I'm in a good mood today. You guys that follow me often, you know, there's some mornings where I just want to get the video done and get it out of here. A lot of it always has to do with cars or people waiting, but today's a good day. We're over here now. Lower some lighting. Put the lighting too high, your hands glow. I'm gonna make it lower. Alright, so that's about right. Obviously my videos are not meant to look perfect, they're meant to give information. If I really wanted them to look perfect, I have 3 other lights in here and like my hands would look natural color. But this isn't the fashion shoot. What are we doing? Popping out the radio. Alright, so here we go. I think this just pops right out, right? Alright, 1, 2. So I grabbed here and I grabbed here. I do the same thing over here. Actually you could just grab here and here. Boing! You know I'm in a good mood when that sound is satisfying. Alright, so technically, once this comes out, there's all that stuff. Alright, so I got the angle. Alright, so we don't have to take everything out for the install, but I'm going to take out stuff here just to show you. That unplugs. This big one usually you squeeze from the side, right? Nope, this one has a locking tab on this side. Oops, that's going to be hard to push. I'm going to use this thing, but you don't have to apply that much pressure. Alright. Fuck me. There you go. There you go. No connectors are made. We're hurt in the harm of filming of this video. Alright. So now the face of this is hitting the shifter. So it's very important that you cover it up because you're going to be doing this silly stuff and then next thing you know, you're going to take it all out. Locking tab on the top. Come on, Seymour. Comes right out. Here we have the other side of that pesky USB we took apart. I'm all trying not to get my face in there, but you know I'm going to zoom out anyway. Just be very careful. Make sure you're not stretching out wires because this is not the case here. Oh, look, I can get more. There you go. So now this one has a locking tag at the top. This one, another one. This one, another one. I don't know what this is. I know this is AM FM. What's that? Actually, you know what? This car has more antennas than I know what to do with. Now I want to know what these are. They're all antennas. So a good thing about Lexus, they color coordinate stuff. So you see how these two are different? One is black, one is white. Now the question is, do they plug into each other? No. So some car companies, like when Hyundai first came out, Hyundai used to have a big problem. What was it, 2019? 2020, 2019. Jeez. 2020, I'm old. Like 1999 or 2000, I was doing installations driving from Series to Series doing their installs on my days off. And one of the Hyundais, there's a plug behind the air conditioner, you could plug them in backwards. And what would happen was, your defrost wouldn't work. And guess what? It was a major snowstorm that day. And the girl, I had to turn around in a major snowstorm because her defrost wasn't working. Obviously my fault, but more Hyundai's fault. Ta-da! Should have been a hand model. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so a little bit later in the video, we're finally introducing the Enfig PPT 12345 panel pry tool set. So, usually I introduce these a lot quicker, sooner in the videos, but the Toyota Lexus dashboards are a lot easier to take apart than some of the German cars. So, there's a bolt we gotta take out over here. It's for the push to start. So you're gonna go in here with the panel pry tool and just kind of, oops, lost the grip. Stick it around. There you go. Up and over. All right, now you can unplug this if you want. It depends. Now over here we got another lonely little, what are it? Boys on this side, girls on this side, right? Now, is this one of those electronic telescoping? Yes, it is. But it's not. So, because it's a weird angle, but you can actually go right through here through the steering wheel and get it. Let me get an extension. You might need two. Now, if you guys are really crazy, if you drive a car that's brand new, you might want to tape all this stuff. To be honest, the interiors of cars are pretty resistant. They're made to take a lot of beating. Oh. Yo, this magnet is embarrassing. Alright, I'm not in the mood to lose any screws today. Everything's going fine. So I'm gonna grab a magnet. And ta-da. Check the link. I'm gonna make a mission of mine to find the best magnets for 10 millimeters. I'm gonna go from there. And I'm gonna post them up, I mean. Alright, now it's time to move over to the other side because there's another lonely boy at the prom over there. Alright, so I think that prom joke is done. Alright, so next things we gotta do, we gotta take this off, we gotta take this off. Now, in order to take this off, when you pry, you always wanna pry, if you can, somewhere where you're not gonna hit anything. So if we come in through the back over here, even if you destroy this, no one's ever gonna see it. Alright, so pull on this a little bit so you can gap it. And then once you gap it, you pull. Once you get it open, pull. Now all the way on the bottom left over there, that kind of slides in. So you want to do an upward motion, okay? You're gonna go like this, and then once it pops open, you kind of want to lift. See how this has, it's kind of in there. Put this off to the side and put it in my seat. If you do stuff like that, be careful you don't sit on it. Now, this part over here is actually under this part. So if you wanted to, you could, technically, I guess you could probably just pop off this side. But the problem with that is that if you only pop off the one corner and try to get it around, there's a chance that you might slip and scratch the front. So for that reason, I recommend, whoopsie, let's not use that tool. Let's use the actual pry tool. Sometimes it's, did we just lose camera? No. Sometimes it's hard because I'm trying to show you stuff, but at the same time, I'm trying to stay out of the way. Oh, that is not easy. What do we got here? Toyota. Oh, let me adjust the camera. Something's falling apart. There we go. All right, Toyota is actually. This feels German. Okay, no, it doesn't. All right, so basically, what I'm starting to do here is I'm prying from the air vent. See? That felt like it was gonna be impossible to take out. I'm just scarred. I keep saying it, but I specialize in German cars, so these Toyotas come apart. I keep talking Lexus Toyota, but sorry guys, they're the same thing, just with fancy features. That end over there is... Okay, see what just happened there? So, we just learned something. What did we just learn? Just learned, if I can speak English, is that can scratch. So before you start, this is probably only happened because I'm on the side filming. A little piece of tape, it's not gonna help nobody. So that way what I just did, when I just pulled and I went like that, it didn't do anything because you see this thing hit on here. But let's say you skipped even more. Let's keep a piece of tape to keep you safe. Let's get that off, and now let's move on to the radio. Alright, sorry, this video's going so I couldn't cheap out on the content. Alright, so just do me a favor. This big metal rod here, just be very careful with it, because I can see some of you guys just getting entertained back here and stabbing the screen with it, which is what I'm worried about. Alright, and now everything that I'm rubbing against is all hidden, so we don't have to worry about that. And then the sweater's protecting the bottom. Alright, so this main connector goes here. This main connector goes here. Woof! That had more tension than I'm comfortable doing. Alright, so this is bad. So this is actually a big boo-boo on Toyota, because the cable with the most tension is the most delicate one. So be mindful when you're pulling, because I didn't realize that. So, because that's probably the video cable itself. There goes that, and there goes that. And the top middle one, which is up here, you don't have to unplug that because that's actually on an extension cable, which I'm not sure why they do that, but I appreciate that. All right, that's it. There's your radio cavity in all its naked glory. All right, guys. So my name is Christian. This is unfitcarstereo.com. We sell, we install, we ship worldwide of your shop. We do wholesale accounts. Now, as far as this car, I'm not sure what we're going to do. We're installing a CarPlay unit today for the first time. So I'm not going to tell you which one it is, because I don't want you to tell you, hey, this is what we're installing. You go buy it, end up not being good. Check out the website for updates. If you are local to Carlstadt, New Jersey, reach out for an install. As always, pretty much everything we sell, if you're not happy with it, we'll take it out, and not a penny comes out of your pocket. So if we do a CarPlay install and you don't like it, we just take it out and give you all your money back. No fees, no nothing. One of my old bosses taught me, he's like, we don't get paid for failure, and I live by that. I think he's wrong, but I still live by it. Anyway, my name is Christian, nfitcarstereo.com. Check out the website for maybe more videos, updates, maybe this product. If you're a shop, give us a call. We can talk to you about what we did, what we do. If you're a customer, unfortunately, unless you want an install, if it's not on the website, it's not for sale. And my name is Christian, nfitcarstereo.com. Thank you so much for watching.